Aaron.
Yeah.
Why didn't you say it the first time I said Aaron?
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
You done messed up, Aaron!
Aaron is right here, everyone. Thank you for joining me yet again for a little bit more SPTV. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday out there in the SP Nation. I'll tell you who done messed up this time. Well, I'll tell you what. By the end of this video, you're going to see for yourselves who done messed up. I'm going to share with you a couple short clips from Clearwater, Florida's most recent city council meeting. City council member and Clearwater's vice mayor, Mark Bunker, thanked Leah Remini for her lawsuit against Scientology and David Miscavige. But him thanking Leah Remini for this was in response to another city council member publicly thanking the Church of Scientology in her closing remarks. I have to share this with you folks. Guys, the audio on these city council clips can be surprisingly low for some reason. I already have it jacked up to the maximum volume, but you guys at home might need to turn the volume up on your own computers just in case. I'm going to share this with you. Short clip here. Watch this.
Okay, let's go right to left. We'll start with you this evening.
All right. Well, I wanted to start by saying thank you to the Church of Scientology for allowing the city to utilize the parking lot on the east side of Osceola for the library. I believe we have about at least 50 spots there dedicated for the main library parking, and it's much appreciated. We've gotten a number of emails about the lack of parking for residents and patrons of the library, and now that's opened up, and for people who attend council meetings.
Okay. What you have right there is Clearwater City Council member Kathleen Beckman, who a doctor has recently determined has her own head shoved so far up her ass that she can actually physically see out of her own mouth. I checked the math on that, you guys, and that is actually physically possible, just so you know. Not wanting anyone to be left out. After thanking the Church of Scientology, she then went on to thank organized crime families who hand out turkeys on Thanksgiving. She then thanked all rapists who use protection before attacking their victims, because safety is what's really important. And then she thanked Danny Masterson for only brandishing a firearm during rapes and not actually using it because, and I quote, all lives matter. Okay, well, in stark contrast to Councilmember Beckman, who, by the way, will be either running for re-election next month or will actually be running for mayor. In stark contrast to Kathleen Beckman, we have Councilmember and Vice Mayor Mark Bunker, who responded to Kathleen's comments the following way. Let me cue this up. It's a few minutes later. 24547 245. Here we go.
And I won't be able to attend, but I hope you can.
Thank you, Vice Mayor.
I will thank Scientology as well for the parking spots. And I also want to thank Leah Remini for launching a lawsuit against Scientology and its leader, David Miscavige, for all of the abuse and harassment that she's been facing for years. And I wasn't going to mention Scientology at all tonight, so thank
you. I know Mark takes some heat sometimes from his fellow council members and even people in the community for bringing up Scientology more often than they would like. But honestly, that's why Mark Bunker is there. He's the only guy with the courage, and gal, he's the only council member. He's the only member of Clearwater's elected city government who has the courage to stand up to Scientology and call them out for their horrible behavior, not only to their own members, not only their abusive practices and policies, but their horrible behavior as a community partner. Scientology has, over the last, you could say since the 70s, but in particular over the last 10 years or so, been overtly and just honestly over the top sabotaging and blackmailing the city of Clearwater, destroying Clearwater's downtown business core. And I know it might seem like a small thing. Oh, Kathleen said, thank you for the parking spaces. Just put yourself in the mindset of an elected city official who's elected to represent the people and who's confronted with an organization like Scientology that acts like or an organized crime, a mafia family, acts like the mob. And this organization has declared war on the city of Clearwater. And she's going to get up there in her opening remark, her closing statements, and say, I just want to thank the Church of Scientology for letting people park in their vacant, empty parking lots. Thank God for you good people. Again, it might seem like I'm making a mountain out of a molehill, but one of the reasons I wanted to highlight this is because Mark Bunker will himself be running for re-election starting about midway through next month. When he was elected 4 years ago, it was a huge signal, well, to the people of Clearwater, but in my opinion, to the world at large, that Scientology doesn't actually have as much power, even in Clearwater, Florida, where most people think Scientology owns and runs this whole town. Not only has a Scientologist never been elected to the city council, not only has a Scientologist never even attempted to run for city council, but Scientology couldn't even prevent a big, bad, suppressive person like Mark Bunker from getting elected to the city council. Now, the thing is, Scientology did not take his campaign very seriously the first time. He was sort of an underdog. He was an outsider. He didn't have a bunch of experience. He didn't have a lot of money raised for his campaign. He was running in a 5-way race. There was at least 2 people running against him who were very well known in the Clearwater political establishment and had a lot of money behind them. And they just did not see Mark's victory coming. And to be fair, Mark didn't see his victory coming. He was running to send to make a statement. He didn't actually expect to win, and yet he did win. Okay, that was 4 years ago. City council members serve 4-year terms, and you can only serve 2 consecutive terms. So he's running for re-election. This is going to be Scientology's first chance ever to get a big, bad, suppressive person kicked out of elected office. You know, kicked out, like voted out of elected office. I'm going to use this platform, and I hope all SPTV creators use the power of their platforms and the power of the SP Nation to help Mark Bunker raise as much money as humanly possible over the 6-month campaign period. I'm talking over $100,000 is what's going to be needed, because not only is Scientology sick and tired of Mark Bunker, Clearwater's political establishment is sick and tired of Mark Bunker, because Clearwater's political establishment has been hopelessly compromised by Scientology's money. One of the people you saw in this video I just showed you was current Clearwater mayor, oh my God, Brian Ongst. His son, Brian Ongst Jr., is one of the attorneys who is helping Scientology and Scientologists buy up all of the commercial real estate in and around downtown Clearwater, which is how Scientology is blackmailing and undermining Clearwater's downtown core. So the Clearwater's political establishment, pillars of Clearwater's political establishment serve as lobbyists for Scientology. Mary Repper, Joe Burdett, Ed Armstrong, many others. So Mark Bunker is going to be fighting a battle on 2 fronts. He's going to be fighting Scientology. He's going to be fighting the political establishment. And I am determined to raise an absolute fortune for Mark Bunker to guarantee he gets reelected. I hope you guys out there will help support me in that effort, help support Mark in that effort. It's going to be a hell of a 6-month campaign season. Again, I could be wrong. I think it's sometime around September 14th, September 15th, the campaigns for Clearwater City Council really get kicked off. So there you go, guys. I just had to share that with you. I can tell you that during once the campaign starts, you'll be seeing me and Mark doing videos on this channel, on his channel, on both of our channels together every single day. This is going to be the Scientology showdown of the century in Clearwater, Florida. All right, everyone, that's all I have on this subject for now. Thank you to everyone for sticking in there with me. Thanks to everyone who watches until the very end, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, oh, Nancy, you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not, subscribe right